Hello, beautiful souls. This is Vinay Kumar, also known as Twin Flame Union, bringing you guys in this week's pep talk and empowerment. How to overcome anxiety and depression. Before we begin, first and foremost, there is going to be a medical disclaimer. I'm not a medical expert, nor do I claim to be. So if you are going through some medical issues, your best advice is to still continue doing that with your medical team. This is a topic where in spirituality, a lot of people, they go through bursts of anxiety times and even some sort of depression, especially if you're dealing with your twin flame, or in a spiritual journey, you're dealing with somebody specific, that kind of stuff. I get this kind of questions all the time in my healing sessions because it does come up, especially a lot of people, they're going through separation anxiety, that kind of stuff with their specific person that they have in mind. So I decided to go a notch further into my teaching, and I have some hacks that I created, and this is that particular video where you want to actually look at it, even if you're not going through some anxiety issues or depression, that sort of thing. These are still everyday hack that you can actually have in your go-to tool to amp your vibration, because we all know that when your vibration is not at its best, then things around you are not either. So this is going to be that kind of video. We're going to dive deep into this particular topic, but before we actually begin, let's hit it. And welcome back. For those that are new to this channel, please do not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos. There's a lot of content in this channel. You may want to check all of those out. The the timeless readings, the guided meditations, the Ava series, the pep talk and empowerment, which is the largest of this segment here. You can check out the Signs and Sayings, some teachings on law of attraction, and much more. So you might want to check all that out, and if you want to book any private sessions with me, link is in the description box. You can purchase and book directly from there. So I said that before the intro, and that is that I threw the disclaimer that I'm not associated with any medical field here. I'm not an expert, and I do not claim to be. I don't practice anything in that sort of region. So yeah, if you are dealing with something that is on that nature, and you are taking some sort of medications that has been prescribed to you, do listen to your medical team, because that's very important. Your wellness is your responsibility, right? So you know what that is, and definitely use these techniques in conjunct with whatever you are already doing with your medical team, because then you will get the best results. You get the best of both worlds, and why not? You are on a spiritual journey and you are looking for some ideas here. So this is going to give you a little bit more amp into whatever you're already kind of doing. So here we are. We are going to go into number 1, and that is breathing. Now, breathing is interesting because you know that you took your first breath as soon as you came into this world, and you definitely will take your last breath when you leave this world. So breathing in between, you have no idea how many breathing you've done and you probably would never know. But having said that, it is very, very important, and it is the vital part of you as a living soul to breathe. So when you are going through anxiety, especially this is great for, when you're having anxiety attacks or panic attacks and you want to calm yourself down, you can do this kind of breathing technique. And the way that you do this is very, very typical for a lot of people that are doing guided meditations. They're facilitating, they always say, take 3 deep breaths, and then you kind of release it, right? So the whole point of the three breath is so that you are kind of grounding and centering yourself. You are you're calming your mind, that kind of stuff, right? So this is also associated with the breathing technique. So you want to take a deep breath in through your nose, and then you count 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it in, and then release it with your mouth. So you do this 3 times. Deep breath in through your nose, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it in, and then release it through your mouth. And you'll find that as soon as you do that 3 times in 3 sets, your overall well-being is going to change. So try it. It does work, and it's very, very powerful. So that was my my number 1 technique. Number 2 technique is the Bhaga technique. If you want to know more about what that is, you can definitely Google it. I started doing this technique through this teacher that is teaching quantum jumping. So I've always wanted to know what that is. So I'm going through his book, and of course he's taking you through a meditative state to get that result. So it's not very hard. I've already done it, so this is why I say that you can actually do it yourself. You can reprogram your your subconscious mind into this Bhaga type of technique. You go into the breathing state. So you do the 3 deep breath in, you do all that sort of thing, and then once you're grounded, centered, and then with the tip of your tongue, you place it at the roof of your mouth, right? And a lot of times you will be doing this sort of thing in public, and nobody will even know that you're doing it because it's not very obvious. So what you are doing is you are telling your subconscious mind that this is a technique that you're going to adapt to do anything very, very quickly. And I'll tell you what the quickly part is in other forms, and you can try it and see if it actually works. So in this case, why you're doing this Bhaga technique is so that you are setting that intention to calm you down. So you're doing this technique, and make sure that you've set that intention for this particular video that you want to just calm yourself down. Now, other ways that you can reprogram your subconscious by doing the Bhaga technique is if you are in a parking lot and you're trying to look for a spot, you just hit the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and before you know it, you'll find that spot. Same thing with if you want to you're in a rush and you're trying to cash some groceries or something like that, and you don't want to go at the cashier and find there's a huge lineup and that sort of thing. So you do this technique, and then you'll be surprised that you'll go to the cashier and boom, you're getting processed, stuff like that, right? So same thing with like if you're in a rush and you want to not hit any traffic lights, you can do that same thing, same idea, right? You can get the green in all your scenarios. So stuff like that, the more you work with it, the more you'll know what that is. So try that technique and see if that's going to actually help you to lift up your self, basically you're programming your mind to just get out of that state of feeling the anxiety, the depression, right, the panic attack, that kind of stuff. So this was the Baga technique. And I am back. Hopefully this time my mascara is not going to get inside my eyes. I find that MAC mascara, when it goes inside your eyes, oh my goodness. So this is going to be my last batch, and then I'm not going to bother with that brand. They have great products, but their mascara, it's when you apply it in your eyes, and if it gets inside your eyes for however reason or whatever, that's it, game over. So yeah, I think I'm fine now. I still have my eyes. Okay, so back to this topic. The third one is create a happy space. How you achieve that is through meditation. And if you have a happy space, then that's fine, because you've already created that Zen space where you go to when you are wanting to be in that kind of mood, right? So how you achieve that, and this is for those people, and you can actually create a couple if you want. I have a few myself, so yeah, go ahead and do that if you want to. Have some light music in the background, no talking type of music, meditative music. And then just figure out what is going to be a happy space. This could be, I'll give you a couple examples and see which one you would prefer to be in, because you have to be inside that happy space. So some people choose to be in the clouds, and that's okay. That would kind of associate with the inner child in you, so that's okay. If that's something that resonates with you, you can try being in some sort of garden, like a sunflower garden or rose bush garden, some kind of flowers that you are drawn to, lavender fields, any of these kind of things. You can try and see which one you like. Another one would be a beach. If you want to be on a beach, right, that could be a happy space for you. Some of you probably would want to try top of a hill, with the scenery of a valley, below the hill. It's sort of a very European type of scenery, and if that's something that you like, then yeah, you can be in that happy space, right? Or some sort of river or a meadow, right? Any of these kind of things that you feel is going to resonate to you, create that happy space. So you go into that meditative state and just breathe, and then just see what comes through, and which one you like yourself to be in. And the whole point of this is, once you've created your happy space, you will actually feel amazing. And that's the beauty of creating a happy space, because you actually really feel amazing, and you will be surprised how much it's going to calm you down. And especially if you are going through a depression, or you're not very happy, this is going to uplift your mood, and that's the whole point of it. So try it, and then once you are in your happy space, and again, this is part 2 of this is my number 3 that I listed, but underneath that is number 4, which is the imaginal act. You can create an imaginal act in your happy space, or you don't have to, experiment and see what happens. See what you kind of like, what you don't, what resonates. Because if something doesn't resonate, you will definitely know that that's what it is, and then, try another technique, right? So till you get to the point where you are actually certain that this is the one that's going to work for you, and you try it a few times, and if you find that this is going to uplift your mood or change your your environment, in terms of your state of being, right, then you have a winner. So see what happens. And the imaginal act, this one kind of is part of the Neville Goddard teachings, and that's the SATS, right? SATS. For those that don't know, you can look up what he teaches on that. And the idea is to go into the imaginal act and do whatever you need to do to uplift your mood. You can easily be in your happy space and create people in there if you want to, create scenarios that you feel is going to help you. Now, this is such an individual thing. You have to do your own experiment, right? The whole point of number 3 and 4 is to be inside it. And when you're inside it, and if you've got people that you are bringing in your imaginal act, then you have to make sure that you're interacting with them. And if the way that you look at it is, you're not looking at the at the movie, you're not watching it, you're actually inside the movie. So if that makes sense, do any kind of scenarios, get creative, see what will make you happy. For example, if you are missing your twin flame and you want to just kind of have a conversation with them, then go into your happy space, and then you can do the imaginal act where you are actually interacting with them, and that's going to really, really calm you down. And you'd be surprised at how much that is going to soothe you. And again, you can apply this to your specific person, your soulmate, anything. You can even be in this happy space and connect with your loved ones that are on the other side, right? That have passed away, be it your pet, your parent, or uncle and aunt, anything that whoever is on the other side that you're still connected to, energetically, right? So try it, get creative. There is no rules. Just go with the flow and see what happens. And just journal your experience, right? Whatever you get. And I find that this would really, really be powerful for a lot of you guys, especially if you're going through anxiety moments periodically throughout the day, or you are in the bouts of depression, and it's just, you don't know what else to do to just kind of get out of that. So try any of these things. You're gonna really, really feel that it's going to take you to the next level, where you can actually try to find some healing in it, right? So, and that's the whole point, is to heal from all of that. And number 5 is self-concept. Now, self-concept is all about self-love. You finding yourself worthy of everything that is out here, right? And also reprogramming your beliefs, and it's all about yourself. And this is why my 21-day self-love program really, really kicks you into just attuning to yourself and what that is. So I really highly recommend people to take that. A lot of people are getting some really amazing results with it, and I cannot emphasize on it. It's $21 for 21 days, plus some of the supplies that you need to do some of these exercises. All of them are easily reachable. It may take you a week or two to gather some of the supplies that's listed in there, and then once you do, start it. And once you finish the program, you can do it as many times as you like, and it really, really will help you guys. But yeah, self-concept is my number 5 that made it into this list. Number 6. Number 6 is positive affirmations. They are there to uplift you, to make you feel better, and there's so many out there. Google them and see what actually helps you. I know that in my 21-day self-love program, I have affirmations there on a daily basis that's for people to use. But having said that, there's tons in Google, and some of it is also in my memes. So have a look and see which one you want to go for. There's just so many out there. Do positive affirmations. You really, really will find that that's going to uplift you on a very, very positive way. Number 7 is wellness of health. Now, what does this mean? It's simple as what it sounds, you having good sleep. And I know that if you're battling anxiety and depression, probably sleep is the last thing in your mind. And if this is not happening, try to use some meditative music in the background from YouTube. There's tons out there. See which one is going to, there's 8-hour ones that you can just kind of self-visual music that you can just kind of have in the background. They're playing, and it'll help you to sleep. There's some sleeping ones too. So YouTube is full of it. Try them and see if this is going to help. Rest is very, very important. I always say in my teachings that you should be listening to your body, because your body will tell you if there's things that are not going well with you in your health, right? So if you are sleep deprived, your body will tell you. If you're rest deprived, trust me, your body will tell you that too. And part of all that is also having good nutrition, good food. That is all up to you what that is. Try not to have too much processed, pre-prepared food, those ones that, you look at the ingredient and you can't even pronounce some of the ingredients that are there, because if that's what it is, that's all chemicals. So try to stick to whole foods, whatever that is. You don't have to have a farm or, to get that. You can try, just making better food choices and see how that works. Prepare your meal at home versus, eating out. And if you're eating out, just choose your restaurants wisely. Try not to have too much fast food. That should just be a cheat, right? It shouldn't be a means of, getting you nourished, because you know that you are what you eat. And if you're eating, food that's not going to give you that kind of strength, then that's not, then you'll be depriving yourselves out of, nutrients and that kind of stuff. And then number 8 I have is gratitude journaling. Now, this is part of law of attraction, but this made it into my list in this particular scenario. Reason why being because I cannot emphasize how much this actually helps to uplift your state of being. And once you actually are doing it on a daily basis, there's going to be more incidents that's going to happen where you will feel the universe will give you reasons to be grateful, right, for. And especially if you are going through anxiety and depression, that kind of stuff, you already know that, your environment is not very, it's not very good, right, at this point. So, and in order to get out of that environment, try gratitude journaling. It is so powerful, and it is meant to give you guys, that ability to shift, your current state of being. And you'll find that more reasons will be given to you as you continue to do gratitude journal. When you can do that, try to do it before you go to bed, because it kind of goes with the sets. That is, if any of you have started to look at Neville Goddard's teaching, it's all about, the state of feeling, or, what you're feeling, that kind of stuff. And you're just going to, you are going to bed, and you also want to reprogram your subconscious mind So this would be the best time to do the gratitude journaling. That is before you go to bed, because you are, when you write it down, you know what you've written down, and now you are asleep, and then that part is going to also reprogram your mind. And I think that's the most powerful. You can try it in the morning too when you wake up, but the best effective way to do is before you go to bed. So this was Twin Flame Union, giving you guys how to overcome anxiety and depression with some little hacks that I've got. Try them all. If you find that you've already started doing them, or come back into this video and do tell which one actually you got the best results, because as you know, I love to hear feedbacks from people that are trying my techniques, or if they are trying my work in any way. I find that that's the most gratifying, feedback that I get, or even satisfaction to know that all this kind of work that I'm putting out there, it's helping some of you to get to the next stage of your life. So do let me know how these techniques work out. I would love to hear it. And if you don't want to mention it in the comments, you can definitely email me. I still look at all my emails. So with that, all the best. And let me know definitely which one is your favorite.